Hi, this is Debbie Donovan of Londonderry, New Hampshire with Being Happy Stamping with Debbie. Today we're going to work on the Hello Dear Friends all-inclusive kit from Stampin' Up. So I'm going to turn you down. I can't see your comments when I turn you down, so I'm sorry about that. I will answer comments when I turn you back up. I'm sorry. Hi, Denise. I get to see you at least. So once I turn the camera back up, I'll be able to see everything, but I haven't figured out all the ins and outs of this yet. So we wanted to do a kit today, so here we go. Sorry if it flips down fast. Sometimes it does that. Okay. Let's get it all in focus. Make sure it's, let's see. Can you see what we're doing? Yes. So here's the kit. We can now show you the catalog because it is available for everybody to purchase. Celebration has started. We're all excited. It's our happy time of year. So let me turn you around so you can see. I know everything's backwards. I think I fixed it, but I'm not sure if it's going to be backwards or not. So let's get started. These are the cards that we're going to make that come in the kit. And I wanted just to say, actually, I should have kept it up, so I'll say that at the end. Well, it's my nephew's birthday today. So happy birthday to Christopher. I'm sure he doesn't watch card making videos, but I will wish him a happy birthday later. Today pretty much begins our takeover of the calendar until the 18th. We have birthdays. So this is what you get in the kit. I've only opened it up a little bit. You get the instructions. In here is some copper thread and some dimensionals, which we'll need at the end. Well, not the dimensionals. We'll need those now to work on putting the cards together. I've already put all these stamps. This is the stamp set that comes with it. I've already put them all on the blocks for everybody, for me to stamp. Sorry. You get a stamping spot is what it's called. It has a lot of glue in it. It goes on forever. And you can re-ink it and keep using it. But I'm going to use my stamping pad because I do have one. And I prefer to use them. I take these with me when I go to classes or scrapbooking. And so I'm going to open the kit. I do have a little hole I put in it. Because it's an all-inclusive kit, it does include a block for you to use. So that works nice. And it has all the envelopes. And let's just pull everything right out. And it's got these little mini glue dots, which, again, I like to use my own glue dots. And that's all that's in there. So we'll set this aside and see what we have. Okay, we have some tall and thin. They're called note cards. And they look like, I don't know if they're all the same, but they have green on the inside, which is very pretty. And these are the note cards, and I did notice there was a different one, a purple. Looks like Highland Heather. And this was probably Pear Pizzazz. I didn't read the colors that they have. I tend to call them by their names that everybody else would call them. But we do have our Stampin' Up names, our Pear Pizzazz. And this is the Buttercup. This would be the Flirty Flamingo. Again, Highland Heather, Flirty Flamingo, and most likely the New Misty Moonlight. So you get 1, 2, 3 sheets of stickers. This card is already printed with the Buttercup. I know that's not the name of it. Bumblebee. Me being a bee, being all about bees, should have known it's Bumblebee is the color in the Flirty Flamingo. So these are already printed, so you just are going to have to embellish. This is vellum embellishments that we'll be adding, and you've got 1, 2, looks like 3 pages of 3 different designs for those. This is really pretty with the leaves, and 1, 2, 3 cards of those. So it looks like we're making 3 cards of each design, and then we have some leaves, and then we have our 1, 2 sheets of the labels so that we can all do the if you have this at home, you can work along with me. These are the labels that have the copper around the edge, and I wasn't up with the camera very long, but I will be at the end. I'll be up longer. You can see I have rose gold on in honor of it today. And again, because the stamps are photopolymer, which is the clear, as opposed to a red rubber stamp, we use the stamping mat. And I'm just going to slide that right underneath to protect the surface of it. And we'll get started making these cards. So let me find where the directions are. And I'm a pretty much look at the picture girl. So I can see these have I'll do 1 of each to start. So this is the thank you card. And my bone folder I always like to use to make it. It just seems to work better. And they're using these are very easy to pop out. They're all perforated for you. So they're using that. Then they're going to use a thank you. We're going to stamp, but we're going to use a piece of vellum. I love this vellum with all the designs. It's where I wore my artsy looking shirt today too. I don't want to tear the vellum because vellum is, it's not real delicate, but it's a pretty delicate item to work with. So you want that, and how long is the thank you? I have to find my thank you. It's a smaller one. I don't think it's the smallest one. Actually, it is the smallest one. So normally you wouldn't use any of your Stampin' Seal, or you have to be careful what you use on vellum, because the it tends to show through when you use the adhesive, but I put a strip right down the center, so just center that up, because the flowers are going to go up on the right on it, so it's not going to show at all. And you just want to pop those right in the center. Does it go above that? Nope, doesn't go above it. Oh, I had an extra one. Well, we'll leave that one. I thought the vellum felt a little bit thick, so I'm popping out a new floral here. Hope you can see that. I tried to set up the camera to make it so everything's not backwards, so I hope it's working, but when I looked in it, it wasn't working. So maybe you just have to record first. Then you make a little bow. Oh, I didn't. Let me do the stamping. So I'll put that this way too, so you can see it that way, just in case it's upside down. Thank you. I need to be on the edge. And thank you. That looks nice. I'll leave that over there. Try not to get myself all in the blue. I like copper. Copper's one of my favorite elements that we usually have when we have embellishments. I always get the copper threads and rose golds. It's nice to have a color other than silver or gold sometimes, which I love silver and gold as well. So again, I do a bunny ear bow just to, it's really been, it's really curled from being on this little spool it's on, but I don't want to use that much, so I'm trying to make it. Again, I leave it on the spool so I have less waste. And with the bunny ears, you can just adjust it and then you pull it tight. And then you just cut it. And you can tell they're going different. Cut the original end here, and then I'll cut this one a little shorter. I do a lot of things off camera, I'm sorry. I forget. I tend to go off. And I have just a little glue dot I'm picking up. Because in the picture they showed that right before. And then you put the thank you over it. So the bow shows just above the thank you, which will have dimensionals. I'm going to use some of my little ones here. Use some of them up. Our dimensionals come in two different sizes. We have a small or mini dimensional, which is this way that I'm using here is two size. I'm using two of them at a time. And then we have our regular dimensional. And then we also have the black in both sizes. And we have a strip. It's not really called a dimensional, but it's for making, you can use it to, as you would a normal dimensional, but it works really well when you're making the shaker windows. Not windows, but shaker cards. So there's card number 1. And that would go in one of the little skinny envelopes. So let's see what card number 2 looks like. I have to find that. I really like that. That'll get sent to somebody that makes an order. I like to send little gifts when people do orders because it keeps my business going. So let's get the big green card. We're going to need that one next. And you can make up your own card with these. You don't have to do this exactly what it says or use the embellishments exactly how they show. I tend to use them how they show because I know that they were designed that way, but with Stampin' Up, everything is designed for you to make it any way you want to make it. And because this is an all-inclusive kit, there's kits like I have the cactus kit. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I'll look it up after for you. I just got that in my order. I just had an order come in this week, and that one had my cactus kit in. I'm so excited. I love succulents. And I can't tell if that's the big or small flower. That would be the small flower. And that kit is completely whatever you want to do to it. So here, we're going to need a bigger bow. Same thing, bunny ears. We have the 3 roses. My favorite rose is a yellow rose. When I got married on June 9th, and I had 9 yellow roses in my bouquet. I got married in the 70s, so my colors were kind of, I always call them like sherbet ice cream. So they were peach, mint green, and yellow. And so I had white daisies, yellow roses, and peach carnations, because I also like carnations. My birthday's January, and carnation is the flower for January. But my birthday's not till the end of the month, so that week I will be sharing the birthday set, or the ice cream set. We have a new ice cream set. So I'm waiting to share that one for then. I haven't decided what I'm doing next week. I think I'll put another poll out. That worked well. I may do, I've been thinking a lot about babies, because I've had, it just became a great auntie for the first time to little Sophia Marie. She was just born last week. So she's my first little great. And her mother was my first niece. So I'm excited about that. I do have several nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews. And now I have a great. And this says, you make my heart smile. And my heart is smiling because I am happy about having, I haven't seen her, I've seen pictures, but she is adorable. So our birthdays for January start on the 1st and end on the 31st. So there's not too many days in between that we don't have a family birthday on. Let me clean that up. Sorry about the squeaking, it's just my rag. And the whining was just my cat. I don't know what his problem is. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I want to see what the picture looks like. Okay, it goes right down the center again. I love these green leaves on here. And you can get a lot of ideas when you buy the all-inclusive kits. And like I said that last week, they're very good for beginners because they do come with everything you need. So there's not a lot of cost to you as far as trying to buy all the, buy the ink, the acrylic blocks, the embellishments. You would need all these different color inks, all the different papers, the envelopes. So they're very cost effective for you. And they put down this one. So I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal. I love this Stampin' Seal. Right there. Then I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. I hope I'm in camera on this. I'm always worried about that. what are you doing? He's down on the floor trying to pick up a piece of paper from one of the backs of these. Fell on the floor. I don't like them eating paper. Lila. Let me add a glue dot to the bow. Attach the bow to the back of the card so that it shows. I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. You know, one of my videos a couple weeks ago, my daughter was across the table and she was making all kinds of noise that didn't sound very pleasant. When I rewatched the video, she was just using a snail. We're trying to just use them up from last year, what we had in stock here. Our personal stock, because we've changed over to the Stampin' Seal from the snail. I have to say I really like the Stampin' Seal a lot better, but I told her, I said, you made a lot of noise with that. So here's the next one. You make me smile. I like that with the one. This one could have been popped up too, but I liked it down. And you can put anything in, any sentiment in the inside, and just leave it open to write it. And we're on to card number 3. These are going really fast. You can see how fast kits go together because everything is really already done for you. You just have to copy the directions. Okay, so we have another one of those little ones. If I can find, I've made a mess of my table. Here they are. I'm excited because I have a friend coming over tomorrow to craft with me. It's been so long. And we're taking precautions. There's a lot of space in my craft room, so we'll be quite socially distanced apart. This one has the bigger rose. And the leaves. Usually, too, there's extras in a kit, or at least with paper pumpkins. This is very similar to what a paper pumpkin would be. So if you like the kits, you could always sign up for Paper Pumpkin and get the Paper Pumpkin in the mail each month. It's a great product. I get it. I love it. My 9-year-old granddaughter loves to help me make them. put them together, especially the Valentines. I don't have anybody to give the Valentines to, and there's usually enough that it'll, for her classmates, you know, we can make them up. And this one is Hello, Dear Friend, the name of the stamp set. That one's just a little note. Nope. I thought it was a little crooked. Could be just a smidge crooked, but it's okay. Okay, so all my elements are ready for me. We know we're going to be up on dimensionals. Here's that one already. It's ready. This one doesn't have any ribbon, any of the twine or any of the, well, it's more of a cording or any of the vellum, so it's nice and quick. I like these tall, thin cards, or tall and long cards too, that when it goes this way. I'm going to use glue dots to adhere my leaves, just put them on a few of the leaves. When we went to on stage locals, we got to do swapping from people across the Northeast or country, depending on which local they went to, and you enter different categories, and I would enter a lot of the categories so that I could swap, and these tall and thin cards were one of them, and I've used most of mine up already, sending them out to people when they buy. I was selling some of my stamp sets, my older stamp sets, because I'm running out of room. I sold on Facebook, and I have some more that I'm going to be posting for sale. Not too many this time. And so I included one of the thank you notes in there with them. And then there we have 3x3 square cards, which are nice gift size cards. And I did the same with those. I could have brought my leaves out a little bit more, but that's okay. Let's put that. Oops, did I cover up your friend? Small card, so it's hard to. Should have stamped it a little bit higher. There. So there's this card. Hello, dear friend. So hello to all my dear friends that are watching today or watching the replay. So there's 3 cards. And then the fourth card is the yellow card. Here is the yellow, which is the bumblebee card. I'm interested to see what they're doing with this. I know it's got the piece of the vellum with it. And this is a day to remember, is that saying? A day to remember. Right here. Should be right. Yes, that'll fit in there. So a day to remember. I have lots of days I like to remember. Some I'd like to forget. But I'm sure we all have those. The remembering days are the ones you want to do, the ones worth remembering. The really good days. And that has the blue. And then it has, you should see my table. On the side, everything's just piled everywhere. Has this diamond shape piece of vellum. Just making sure I only have one of them. I can throw that one piece away. And then where it already has the leaves on it, it's got a piece of the, it has a piece of the, oh, I just said Mia join me, my little crafting kitty. She likes to sit up here with me when I craft. She has her own chair. I have her trained. As long as I don't ignore her, acknowledge her, she's pretty good. She knows pretty kitties sitting on the chair, which I learned from my upline's upline, who I call my director. Because she's also the head of the New England Stamp Inkers that a lot of us New Hampshire and Massachusetts demonstrators belong to. It's a very nice group of demonstrators. We used to get together a couple times a year, but now with COVID we haven't been able, and her daughter also moved home, so she took up our sleeping area. So I'm sure we'll find another spot we could host it. And before I joined, they used to go to Cape Cod, so I joined a little too late. I just celebrated my 5th anniversary with Stampin' Up, so it's been 5 years that I've been stamping, and I'm excited. I've enjoyed it. I enjoy it a lot. It's what I do most of the time because I'm home all day. So it's really something I enjoy, and a lot of my friends I have a group of friends that are crafters, and I have my own set of downlines, which are my team. And again, we usually have team meetings, and I'm trying to learn Zoom so that I can have a team meeting. It's not very difficult. I've been reading it for a couple days. I don't think it's very difficult. So I need to schedule that, and because I have birthday gifts, I give my team Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, and gifts for their anniversaries. And I have a couple anniversaries and birthdays, January birthdays. Surprise. A couple of my friends are also January birthdays besides family, so like two of my downlines. And the things I ordered from Stampin' Up right now are on back order. Hoping they come before I get my meeting scheduled. Or like Christmas, I had a few things that I had to send in late. So here we go. That's what the fourth card looks like. And again, it's so curly. It'll relax when you put it in the envelope. So that is what an all-inclusive kit looks like. Let me find the 4 cards and get them put up here. Shut my ink so that Mia doesn't step on it. She's pretty good and doesn't usually get on the table. I don't like my cats on the tables. They know they're not allowed, but when I'm having a class, I usually put them upstairs so that they don't bother the other crafters. See if I can get them all in. Hopefully they all are in focus. So these are all 4 cards from that one kit, and you make 3 of each card, so you end up with 12 cards. So I hope you enjoyed that today. So I'll give you a close-up view of each card. There's the thank you, the hello dear friend. I don't know how close to go with a landscape one. You make my heart smile. I really like that saying. And you get to keep the, after you'll use up all your pieces making the cards, you'll have the stamp set to keep and use again. A day to remember. That's a good one for a graduation, a wedding. So I'm going to turn you back up so I can talk about some other things that are going on. Let's see. So hi Sandy. Hi Denise. I have 2 Denises watching today. Let's see. Can you see I put on rose gold jewelry today? It's Megan's necklace and my earrings. So, like I said, I have a large family, but I'm getting to be the oldest generation, which is kind of scary. So I had my first great niece just last week. She's only a few days old, actually, so I've seen a lot of pictures of her. I just haven't seen her. And last year I had a new great nephew and a new great niece. So I wanted to find out. I'm like, I wonder how many I have altogether. And today is my nephew's birthday. So I have 8 nephews and 5 nieces. Then I have 5 great nieces, great nephews, and 16 great nieces. So the girls rule there. And then my 1 great niece. I didn't add it all up, but I did cheat and put it on a Post-it note so that I could, because there's no way I could keep that in my head. And that's from my husband's 4 sisters and my 3 brothers. So out of 7, we still have some that haven't even gotten married or have relationships. And so I'm sure there's going to be a lot more little babies born in my family, which is always wonderful because I do genealogy and I love to add to our tree. So some things I wanted to tell you is tomorrow is tomorrow's Thursday, is our last day is your last day to buy tickets to the bingo game that we're having on the 29th. This is about the bingo. It's $25 to enter for a ticket, which is really a good price for what you're getting. I'll show you what you're getting. It's from 7 to 9 on January 29th. You need to pay tomorrow so that we can get all your goodies out to you in the mail, and make sure that we have enough supplies for everybody. And what you get besides the bingo is right here. And this is not even the prizes. This is what everybody's getting. And this is to make 3 cards. You're going to have instructions and access to a video, a private video showing Sarah, Megan, and I to do the cards, because we're just going to play the bingo game on Friday night. So you're going to get a yard of the ribbon. You'll get a half a sheet of the pearls, which are gorgeous. They're in the Blushing Bride, the Highland Heather, Seaside Blue, and the Gorgeous Grape. And you're going to get, I believe it's, let me see, 5. I don't know if I can spread them out here. I'll try to spread them. So you'll get 2, 4, 6 pieces of the DSP. Well, that shouldn't be the front one. Let's change it to a pretty one. Not that that's not pretty. That's one I use for my scrapbooking, but to show all the stuff in the backs. You can also use the backs. So there's 6 pieces, 6x6 DSPs. This is just a sample package of what the Highland Hills is all about. You're going to get a pink and a purple, or a pink and a purple, of the metallic specialty paper. Then you're going to get several pieces. I believe there's 8 pieces of cardstock here that you are going to get that is cut to size for cards in all the different colors that match. You do get 2 of the lighter sizes of white, but you'll get all the colors. You see the colors. And then you're going to get 5 envelopes. And like I said, the instructions to make 3 cards. One that I made, one that Megan made, and one that Sarah made. And let me just... I don't have Sarah's card here with me, and I was going to print out a picture of it, so I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm picking it up on Saturday. This is Megan's card. So this will be one card you get to make. And if you watched last week, this is the card I made, and you'll get this card to make, and you'll get all the pieces will be all cut out for you. So you just have to put them together. So that's, and you get a surprise. You'll also get a bingo, and a couple people will get a bonus bingo. The first two people that entered, and I'm not going to say who they are right now because I want them to be surprised. So, and I might do the last two people that entered. So, depending on how many people enter, so you'll get your bingo card. And the grand prize, or part of the grand prize, I should say, is the Hydrangea Haven stamp set. And there's a lot of prizes. And there's links on right on this page, on our Be Happy page and our Being Happy with Stamping with Debbie page. And a couple more things I wanted to say. If you don't have a Stampin' Up director and you'd like to have a Stampin' Up director, I'd love to be your demonstrator. I'd love to be your demonstrator and your craft coach. So you could, it's right now, it's the perfect time to come in and order, because for every $50 that you order, it's celebration. So you get to pick, we have a lot of paper here that you can pick from. There's some of this, we have a lot of paper. There's a few stamp sets. If you spend $100, there's a couple stamp sets. There's a little donkey set that's for sale. It's kind of hard. But these are, once you spend either $50 or $100, you get to pick out of this celebration book. And if you want to host a party, there's this exclusive set that only hosts can get. So let me hold that up. And right now you'll be hosting online, so it's very easy. All you do is invite your friends and I do the rest for you. And if you'd like to join Stampin' Up, it's $99 to join. And during celebration, there's always something special for joining. So for $99, you get to pick $125 worth of products, and it's anything you want. And you also get, it's kind of hard to see, but all this samples, it's all, you'll get 5 packs of paper. You'll get each of the colors. We have regals, subtles, brights, and neutrals, and then the in colors. You'll get a whole pack of that paper, and that's like, I think 40 pieces of paper. So you get like 200 sheets of paper that are 6 by 6, and it's a great size to work with. You can make several cards with it. And I think there's usually 4 sheets of each one in there. So, yes, and there's 10 colors. So, yeah, that makes the 40 sheets. So, I think that's all I had to say today. So, I hope you have a good day. And I hope you liked my earrings and necklace. This is Megan's necklace. My earrings and headband. So I'll see you next week, and have a really good day. Thank you. And happy birthday to Chris. Bye.